Okay, guys, I'm stopping. I'm stopping now. Okay, I'm gonna start Neuvillette's story quest. Okay, the remains of the past day, a familiar threat. Okay, here we go. I have to go over here. I'm guessing in his office or at least close by. All right. I'm in. Let me in. Let me at him. Let me see him. Tell me the secrets. Tell me everything. Talk to Neuvillette. Will do. Anytime. I don't know if I'm a fan of the music in this building. Oh? What's going on here?
Did I hear that right? Monsieur Neuvillette, are you sure you'd like to take over the case yourself?
What case?
That's right.
Oh, but why? Technically speaking, cases like this are better left to the guards.
Neuvillette! Sidine! Hey there! What are you two talking about?
Traveler in Paimon, please help me talk our Chief Justice out of this. He wants to investigate a case on his own.
Oh?
Now, this is completely unprecedented. How can we have the Udex acting like a private detective?
Okay, like he can do what he wants. No, the way that they say monsieur, or whatever differently like all the time is crazy. Hazard, thank you for the lurk, by the way. Okay, planning to break into a new industry? I can introduce you to some amazing detectives.
I trust that you'd be able to work that out with how well connected you are, but I must apologize. I do not plan on relying on anyone else's help for this matter.
Oh, wow. He said,
So
I'm a
what
big
is
girl.
it
I can do it
exactly?
myself.
It sure sounds serious if it's something you've got to investigate personally.
A Melusine named Kiara received a threat letter.
Oh.
That is all the information I have acquired at this stage.
And he said, who bullied the Melusines? I'm coming at him.
I have no idea why you're so hung up over this.
What? He's worried about
I've
Kiara.
checked the schedule in advance, and it seems like there aren't any trials today. So, if you insist, I have no objections.
But she has wings and like a dragon
Thank
type
you for
tail. Well, maybe
understanding.
not a dragon tail,
I
but
will
the
leave a
wings
note
definitely.
explaining my absence on my desk. I would appreciate it if you could take it to Lady Farina. She may have no interest in official affairs, but standard procedure dictates that I'm still responsible for reporting to her.
Huh.
Yes, understood. I'll come back later and deliver the note to her.
Sedina's cute. Sedina's super cute.
Judging from Sidine's reaction, it must be pretty rare for you to investigate stuff personally. What's so special about this case?
I cannot tell you just yet, but it reminded me of certain past events.
Oh?
There could be complicated conflicts of interest behind all this, so I must eliminate all risks in advance.
Oh, I'm intrigued. I'm very intrigued. Address him in Italian, Signore Neuvillette. You can't say Neuvillette in an Italian way. It's just Signore Neuvillette, I guess. Signore. Conflicts of interest? Care to explain in detail? Oh, Gorkos, thank you for the follow, by the way.
Come on, stop being so secretive. We still have no idea what's going on.
Yeah,
It is
share.
not my intention to
Let us
keep you in
help.
the dark, but I need some time to revisit those memories and collect my thoughts. Long
Oh?
story short, a little more than 400 years ago, I became the Udex of Fontaine and initiated a series of institutional reforms.
I wonder if that's
There
when
were
Farina
few
was put in
people I
power
could
too.
trust, but I had two subordinates who were exceptionally trustworthy and capable. Carol, a Melusine, and Vautrin, leader of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol.
They must have been amazing people to receive such high praise from you.
Indeed. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to protect them.
Oh, no.
The reforms damaged the interests of some, and the more conservative faction took advantage of Carol's identity to instigate political unrest. Ultimately, they wanted me to yield more of my power. The incident resulted in Carol taking her own life, and Vautrin being exiled. From then on, I've been especially careful when dealing with cases related to Melusines.
What? You're concerned that you're the perpetrator's real target? Seems like they're using Melusines against you.
All Melusines used to live a secluded life away from human society. I granted their wishes when some of them, including Carol, asked me to bring them to the court of Fontaine. Many common folk believe that I share a special bond with the Melusines, and whatever they do can be traced back to me. Some of them, especially those who hold a grudge against me, exploit that belief and stir up conflict over Melusines in an attempt to lay the blame on me. I have nothing against the opinions of others, but the moment a whirlpool of conspiracy forms, it inevitably affects the innocent. It has already happened once, and I want to make sure it does not happen again.
Aww. Wait, that's messed
even
up.
So, why do you have to be the one investigating?
Bro
the
needs to get
guards,
down
the
to it on his
Maréchaussée
own.
Phantom, and the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. Aren't they more than enough to figure out what's going on?
Based on prior experience, there is a high chance that those who hold hostility towards me do not belong to the same department. The political system of Fontaine is relatively complex and involves the interests of multiple different factions. However, since I am technically an outsider in Fontaine, a lot of trouble could be avoided if I personally took on the case.
Technically an outsider in
Outsider?
Fontaine.
But
Yeah,
aren't you
what?
the Chief Justice of Fontaine? Why would you be an outsider?
That's what I'm asking, because of the whole...
I
having
understand
a
where you
water
are coming
thing?
from, but there is not necessarily a connection between my responsibilities and how I perceive myself. You know very well about my true identity, and have even met others of my kind in other nations.
Is he talking about a pet? Do you think he's talking about more than a pet or just a pet? Yeah, like how does he know? How does he know? Are Devon and Durin confirmed to be dragon sovereigns though? Because there are only 7 dragon sovereigns, right? I always assumed that they were normal dragons, including Ajdaha. Like, I thought that Ajdaha was just a normal dragon. Durin was created by gold, right? Or resurrected, sorry. More, I guess you should say instead. Okay, I don't know, guys. I don't know. I don't remember any other dragon being confirmed a sovereign except for a pet. But, I don't know who's what. But, at least we know that Neuvillette is the Hydro Dragon sovereign.
Even though I was born with a human form, there is a fundamental difference between dragons and humans. Taking on the role of Chief Justice does not make me a part of this community. In fact, the status I was granted has prevented me from forming deeper bonds with others. I have lived in Fontaine for a long time, but I do not belong here. That is why I call myself an outsider, a fish out of water.
He may only be talking about dragonkind. Devon and Ajdaha were considered outsiders or others. I guess that's true. That could be true. It could be true. If you put it that way, we are also outsiders to Fontaine.
Yeah, we have nothing to do with all those organizations anyway. So how about we come with you on your investigation? Let's team up and round up all the bad guys lurking in the dark.
That does not sound like a bad idea. I rarely investigate cases on my own, but with professionals like you around, I'm sure it will go a lot
He's
smoother.
so cute.
Oh, Paimon's starting to get a little embarrassed. Just leave it to us.
I will write my note of absence right away. Let us depart together once I'm done.
Okay. Neuvillette writes a note to Farina and sets it on the desk.
Let us go. We should visit Kiara first and try to gain a better understanding of the situation.
Yeah, this is crazy. Leave the Melusines alone! Wait, guys, is the Melusine world quest required before you do this quest?
So Neuvillette feels like he doesn't
I've done
truly
it, but-
belong here in Fontaine, but is that really true? Paimon feels like he has a kind of skewed perspective on a lot of things. Anyway, let's catch up with him first.
Okay. The remains of the past day. Theory about Zhongli being the dragon too, but also the Archon.
You called yourself a fish out of water, right? But since you're the Hydro Dragon, would a dragon out of water suit you better?
Alright, Paimon.
Thank you for your suggestion. I will consider using the more accurate term in private occasions. Please allow me to rephrase. Has a dragon out of water?
Ugh, that sounds kind of weird. Let's version instead.
Dude, these two are goofy as fuck, no? They're so goofy. They're actually so goofy. I love them.
I never thought I'd see him here.
Huh?
Does
Don't talk about
have
me.
a camera?
Don't talk about me. Hi, Brett. Welcome in. No, his patience is through the roof. It's crazy.
The weather's amazing today.
Kiara is so cute. Look at her.
Kiara.
She's chilling.
Monsieur Neuvillette! And you are?
The Traveler.
Oh, I remember. You're the Traveler and Paimon. I've heard about you.
The way they wave is so cute.
Adorable.
Reminds me of Toontown.
Hey there,
Did
it's
any of
nice
you guys
to
ever
meet
play
you.
Toontown in your life?
Thanks for the compliment. Is there anything I can do for you?
I heard from Sidine that you received a threatening letter.
A threatening letter? Oh, right! I remember now. The letter fell through the crack in my door as I was heading out this morning. It said something about catching me, so I thought someone wanted to play hide and seek.
She's cute.
But Sidine told me it was a threatening letter, and that I could be in danger. But that's not gonna happen with everyone looking after me, right?
Have you run into any suspicious-looking people recently?
Suspicious-looking people? What counts as suspicious?
Someone who follows you from behind? Someone who always strikes up a conversation with you? Let's say follows you from behind.
Ah!
Did you think of something?
Nope. I don't remember meeting anyone like that.
Do you still have the letter with you? I want you to show me what it says.
Oh, let's see. Found it.
She's cute. Can we read it? I want to read it.
Now then, get lost. If you don't leave the Maréchaussée Phantom, I will come and catch you in person. Don't say I didn't warn you.
What? Why?
A simple
Oh, they're
threat.
taking a picture.
Neither the handwriting nor the content itself reveals anything about the writer's intentions.
What the heck? Thank you for the posture check, by the way. This is hella sus. Are they concealing their identity on purpose?
We can't rule out that possibility. Since you can't think of anyone suspicious, I will be heading back to the Palais Mermonia to review some official documents. Kiara, you should come with us. It's safer if you stay close by.
Sure. Wait, no. I still have a case to work on. I promised Alof that I'd check on her place later.
But you are being watched right now. Going off on your own could be
He's
dangerous.
so protective. It's so cute.
And that's where we come in to help. We'll stay with Kiara and make sure she's safe. With us around, anyone scheming to hurt Kiara can forget about it.
Thank you, Traveler. Big Sis Paimon.
Big sis Paimon! That's so cute. No, he is such a dad. That's so real. Jared, they're actually not hard to get, though. You should go yoink them real quick. No, we're throwing hands, guys. Big sis Paimon. So cute.
Oh, don't worry, your big sis Paimon is super strong.
All right, let us go our separate ways
It's so
for now.
cute.
Please take care of Kiara.
We'll take her to a lost place right away. See you around.
Adorable.
So, Kiara, how old are you?
Let me think. 1, 2, 10? I can't remember. But I remember coming to the court of Fontaine with Carol and Neuvillette. That must have been a long time ago.
Carol? Didn't Neuvillette mention her just now? That was more than 400 years ago. Why would Paimon be a big sister to you?
My memory isn't that good. But Carol told me I could address others based on how I feel about them. Paimon feels a lot more grown up than me, so you're a big sis.
Cute.
Huh. Paimon sees. Hey, Traveler, did you hear that?
Where are we going? Who is is that?
Strange. Paimon felt like someone was following us.
Who the heck is that, bro?
Olaf!
Hey, Lof.
Kiara, you're here. Huh? Wait, aren't these two...
Oh, they're the Traveler and Big Sis Paimon.
I thought so. What brings you here?
We're on a secret mission. We're protecting Kiara. Let's not tell her exactly what's going on. Let's just say secret mission, I think.
All right. Guess I shouldn't have asked.
May I begin inspecting the store as planned?
Of course. Go ahead.
Why does she low-key sound nervous?
No hazards detected. You've cleared the inspection. Seems like the criminal from that case last month never set foot in here at all.
That was quick. What were you inspecting?
I took a look around the shop. Neuvillette says that us Melazines have special eyes that can see things people can't. Things like bloodstains. No matter how hard you try to clean them up, we Melazines can see their residual stains for some time. Pretty cool, huh?
All right. Now that you're done inspecting, can we have a chat? Hear me out. I'm planning to release an outfit for children next month and wanted to hire you as my model. Is that okay with you?
Of course! Is there anything I need to do?
Please wait a moment while I take your measurements. The sample should be a perfect fit.
Seems like they get along really well. Huh?
Lumine looks
What
sus.
are you looking at?
Oh, there's something over there. I think there's someone over there.
Is there really someone watching us? Shh! Let's sneak over and take a look.
Yeah, let's. Shall we? Look for the suspicious person. Oh, it's Charlotte. Of course it is.
Strange. Why isn't he back yet?
Gotcha!
Her face.
Charlotte, what are you doing here? Oh, wait, don't tell Paimon you're the one who sent Kiara that threatening letter. But you don't seem like the type to...
Threat letter? What threat letter?
Oh, girl. It's always Charlotte, bro. What are you doing here exactly?
This is starting to feel like an interrogation. Okay, I'll be straight with you. I don't know the slightest thing about that threat letter you mentioned. I only wanted to follow Monsieur Neuvillette and request an interview with him.
All right,
You
girl.
want to interview him?
That's right. I'm not the only one, you know. Interviewing him is every journalist's dream. But it's not an easy task to accomplish. The Palais Mermonia rarely accepts appointment requests from us, and we never have the chance to interrupt when the court's in session. So imagine how surprised I was seeing him out on the streets today. It seemed like you were investigating something too. The perfect opportunity to whip up an exclusive, don't you think?
I'm not gonna lie, guys. I don't like
Of course,
reporters.
I'll make sure to turn in my manuscript to him for review. I have my principles, and I'd never publish an article without the consent of all parties involved.
Like, I don't think that Charlotte is a bad person. Obviously, Charlotte's like super sweet, but reporters low-key get on my nerves. Like the thought of them. Crazy cute. Thank you for the follow, by the way. Her necklace is a lens. Wait, that's kind of cool. That's really cool. I have to look at it again now. No, Paimon can't keep any secrets. The Batman costume. I don't think he'd agree. It's better if we kept this secret.
Yeah, we're doing a secret investigation that can't be made public knowledge.
I see. Well, if you say so.
Ah, yeah, I
guess
see,
I'll
that's
put this matter
cool.
aside for now. Oh, what a shame. Chances like this don't come by very
That
often,
would be
you
funny,
know.
Sky.
In exchange, could you tell me what the threat letter is about? I swear I won't tell.
Girl.
All right, then.
You tell Charlotte about the letter Kiara received.
What? Someone's targeting a cute little Melazine?
Shh, not so loud.
It just so happens that I did an interview with Kiara. Last month, in fact.
This
was
is
well
taking a lot of
received by our
time.
readers,
We are
so I was
not
planning to
by
continue the
Kiara's
series.
side.
And now someone's coming after her. I'll ask my colleagues about it. Who knows? We might find something. And don't worry, I know what I'm doing. This secret's safe with me. But I gotta warn you, even if I keep my lips sealed, others will know eventually.
Why?
Okay.
People care a great deal about Monsieur Neuvillette's each and every move. Some may have already realized that something was up. Besides, the case involves Melazines, so... Anyway, I'll get going now. Watch yourselves, alright?
Okay. Yeah, this is Neuvillette's story
Well,
quest.
that was a nice chat. Let's head back and
Like,
check
it's
on
nighttime now. Is Kiara okay, or what's going on? Like, okay, good. She's still there. Oh, Clarand. Hey, Clarand. What are you doing here?
What do you think? The design looks pretty good, huh?
I think it's great!
Huh. It's very pretty indeed.
Oh my god, Clarand is so cute.
What are you doing here?
She's so pretty.
It seems that you just showed up out of nowhere.
As I passed by the Palais Mermonia, I heard that Neuvillette was investigating a case with you. Technically speaking, he and I are under an employer-employee relationship. It didn't feel right to have my employer personally take on such trivial cases. I happened to have some time at the moment, and came to take a look. I sometimes have my clothes custom-made at this boutique, in any case, so we always have a lot to talk about.
You're gonna tell me her clothes are custom made, but the buttons are about to pop? I guess she did it on purpose, guys. Got you, Tebin. Okay, okay, okay. Thank you for letting me know.
Neuvillette sure is lucky to have someone like you.
Leave this to me. You should go
They
meet
are
up with
fighting for their
Neuvillette.
life.
Okay then, we'll leave Kiara in your hands. Come on, let's go find
I mean,
Neuvillette.
listen, she's slaying, though. She's slaying. She's dope. Also, I really like her voice acting as well.
How has your work been recently?
Same as usual. My schedule normally isn't too packed, so I have plenty of time for myself.
That's the dream, bro.
Oh, then shall we go out to play? How about a beach vacation, like last time?
That's cute.
I've even signed up as a volunteer lifeguard. I'm really good at swimming, so I'm sure I can help.
Interesting. Dude, her hat basically makes her as tall as Neuvillette. Isn't that crazy? She looks super sick, though. She looks really, really sick. Ask Neuvillette about how the investigation is coming along. Hey.
Oh, you're back. Is everything all right?
No. I missed you. Just kidding.
To Clarand. She offered to help us protect Kiara.
Yeah, Clarand is
That
really
is
sweet.
good to hear. I trust her abilities. It looks like Kiara is in good hands.
We thought so too. Well, did you find any leads?
I've been looking over the case records, specifically inspection reports submitted by Kiara and major cases I've judged over the past decade.
Okay.
I've come up with two plans. On one hand, I could start with Kiara and track down the group behind all this step by step. On the other, I could also analyze the conflicting interests of these major cases and confirm my suspicions if there is indeed a mysterious group that bears a grudge against me.
I wonder who.
They both sound like pretty solid plans, but can you really finish browsing through all these documents? That's a lot of reading even for Paimon.
Don't worry. I'm a fast reader when it comes to official documents. After all, I have several hundred years of reviewing under my belt.
Crazy. That's actually
Well, you
crazy.
read through them. We have nothing else to do.
Thank you. I will continue looking through the ones piled up on the desk, but feel free to browse through anything else in this room.
I will browse literally everything that you give me the chance to browse, bro. Ooh. About Risley, about the smuggling case, about the bribery case. Whoa, 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 whoa. You didn't think of the follow. I appreciate that. Wait. Hold on a minute. Is it so dark? Because we're about to have a nice night of reading by candlelight with Neuvillette. Can we read about Risley first? The defendant, Risley, has confessed to his crimes and was declared guilty by Iudex Neuvillette. Risley will be exiled to the fortress of Mirapide, where he will be serving his sentence. During the trial, Neuvillette remained silent for a long time. Wait, but I want to know what he was sentenced for. Like, huh? There has been a severe bribery scandal within the guards. The Special Security and the Surveillance Patrol has investigated the case. All suspects involved have been arrested. The suspects have confessed to their crimes. About the Spina di Rossola. Callus, boss of the Spina di Rossola, was defeated in a duel and died of serious injuries. The defense of his honor has now come to a close. The defendant did not raise any objections throughout the trial. Iudex Neuvillette reserved judgment in this case. Its details are still under investigation. Okay, about the Representative Council's proposal. The Representative Council has filed a request to collaborate with the Maréchaussée Phantom on certain public events. Based on research, they believe that Melzines can enhance the popularity of these events. The Maréchaussée Phantom has yet to respond. However, it has not prohibited the Melzines from participating in such activities. Okay, and about the smuggling case. The smuggling case was solved by the joint forces of the guards and the Maréchaussée Phantom. The principal offenders have received judgment based on the severity of their crimes. Please refer to the appendix for the list of names. Okay, interesting. Black market tea.
Have you made any progress?
Yeah, I
We skipped
have.
through some of them, but there wasn't anything useful. Oh, there's so many documents lying around. Just how many cases have you handled?
400 years
I
worth.
would love to answer that question, but the truth is I've never made a precise calculation myself.
I kind of wish he did.
If memory
That would be
serves me
sick.
right, there should be at least 100,000 cases. The documents you see are just a small fraction of what's
That's a
really
lot of
there.
cases.
Whoa,
Wait, Gruner, that's so funny, by the way.
a lot. Looks like the work of a Chief Justice isn't easy at all.
That might be how it seems from another's perspective, but trials and official duties are, to me, simply routine. There are many documents here. Take a break if you are tired.
Thanks.
You read Paimon's mind.
All right, let us take a break then.
Bro, I'm ready to keep reading. Unless you're trying to hang out, then I guess we can hang out. Why are you so far, though? Okay, look, I want to help more. Halloween, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in.
Even though resting is a part of taking a break, shouldn't we at least talk about something?
We're just sitting in
Silence
silence.
is making Paimon feel really awkward.
Bro.
Please pardon my lack of consideration. People rarely come to the Palais Mermonia for matters outside of work. To be quite honest, I am not sure what we should
Aww.
do. Would you like to have some drinks, perhaps? You must be thirsty after all that work.
Are we trying different types of water?
Drinks! Thank you!
It's gonna be water. It has to be water. Where's he going?
Paimon wonders what Neuvillette likes to drink. Oh, maybe he's a fan of really fancy wines.
Water. Water.
He seems like the type of person
Water.
who'd own an entire winery. You know, like Diluc.
Water. Water. He leaves and brings back several exquisite wine glasses.
What's inside these glasses? It looks just like water.
Thank you for the hydrate.
An astute observation. It is indeed water.
So it's just plain old water?
What did you think
Look
it
at
was?
Since you're the Chief Justice and all, Paimon thought you'd prefer something more sophisticated.
Water.
This water is indeed very special. It would not be an overstatement to call it sophisticated.
Huh?
I believe you've already tried Fonta. In fact, there are many other drink factories in Fontaine, including those that specialize in packaging pure drinking water. said water is sourced from all across Tevat, including Mondstadt's Cider Lake, Liyue's Chintse village, and Inazuma's Konda village.
I
Here
love
is one of their
him.
latest products, water from Sumeru's Apam Woods.
I freaking love him. Philip, welcome in. Is there any difference? They're all just water, aren't they? No, don't offend him.
If I were to comment on their mouthfeel, the waters
Mouthfeel.
of Cider Lake warm the heart. The waters of Chintse village have a poignant touch, while one might call the waters of Konda village placid.
I actually
Distinct
cannot.
differences exist between the waters of each area. You will appreciate their intricacies once you taste them carefully.
Really? Let Paimon try!
I actually love him.
What do you think?
He's so like. So, what do you think of the water?
Nope. Paimon couldn't taste any difference at all. Isn't this just normal water?
Dude's gotta be pissed.
How regrettable. It seems like you still have a long way to go in refining your tastes.
Hey, this doesn't have to do with refining our taste. Paimon's pretty sure most ordinary people can't tell the difference.
That's crazy, by the way,
How did you
Bacon.
do it anyway? Oh, could it be because you're the Hydro Dragon?
Yes, bro. Of course. Of course. Yeah, he said Mondstadt water is chef's kiss, you know? That could be the case.
We are allowed to bring that up, right? Since no one else is around?
Imagine someone's
Paimon's
eavesdropping.
been wanting to ask this for ages. If you're the Hydro Dragon, why would you become Chief Justice in human society?
Should I offer him some water? I would.
Sorry. Paimon was just curious. You don't have to answer.
There's nothing to hide. I was simply organizing my thoughts. I accepted this position because I wanted to seek out answers to questions that have perplexed me.
Oh, yeah?
Questions? Are there really things you can't figure out?
Of course.
Many, in fact. But the one question that puzzles me the most concerns my own existence. In essence, I neither know why I was born in this form, nor do I understand where my long life should take me.
Bro's
I
literally
lost
questioning the
many
meaning of
memories
life.
from the moment I was born. The primordial sea, for example. I can only vaguely recall its connection to me, but I am unaware of what that connection is exactly.
Oh my god, please, 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 please remember, please remember, please remember, please remember, please remember, please remember, please remember. Girl, I need you to remember. Wouldn't I be scared that my water is not up to his standards? No, because he's a very polite man. He would hate tap water. He would hate Baja Blast. He would hate Dasani, all of it. Was he born as an adult? I don't know. Ooh, let's go, Selena. Let's go, Seven. Say it once more for the people in the back. Please remember. Is there anyone who can answer those questions?
Perhaps the elemental dragons of other nations may have some form of an answer. However, they are scattered across all of Tevat. Abruptly visiting could very well pose an unpredictable risk.
Like what? Would you guys
True.
fight?
Some of them have very unique personalities, too.
Oh, Pep.
I have been holding on to these unanswered questions for a long time. But there is one thing I've discovered along the way. My emotions easily resonate with those of others.
An
Even
empathetic
I don't
king.
have the slightest idea what they mean.
Actually, an empathetic
My guess
king.
would be that there are at least some similarities between humans and myself. By observing their behavior, perhaps I could one day understand the meaning of my existence.
I see.
Have you made any progress then?
Perhaps, but I find such progress difficult to describe. As an outsider, chances to engage in meaningful interactions with others are few and far between. That's why I'm quite thankful for this chat. Such opportunities are rare. Alas, time is limited. We should move on with our investigation.
Are
Okay.
we gonna continue reading these documents? Paimon's getting dizzy already.
I wasn't
We
able to
barely
find
read
any leads
anything.
even after browsing through most of the documents. But while we were on the topic of water a moment ago, another idea came to me.
Okay.
Water? Do you mean...
The Fountain of Lucine?
That's right. The Fountain of Lucine is where all of Fontaine's waters converge. It is the vessel of countless memories and emotions. If there really were an organization attempting to use Melusines against me, they should also hold an intense resentment towards me. Perhaps we'll be able to find some new leads by sensing the hydro element within the fountain.
I'm down.
Why didn't Paimon think of that? Come on, let's go take a look.
Paimon, do you really
Perhaps
think
we
you would have
should
thought
go.
of that?
There shouldn't be too many people near the Fountain of Lucine during the evening.
Except for somebody that's gonna try to jump us. How much do you want to bet?
Monsieur Neuvillette?
Oh. Hey.
I probably shouldn't disturb them.
What you want, fool?
I wonder what's going on.
Oh. Okay. Hi, Carlo. Welcome in. Okay, her detective work. Listen. Okay.
Looks like we
Okay.
got lucky today. There's hardly anyone around.
Well, that guy was there.
What should we do next? Oh, Traveler, can you still hear the voices from the fountain?
Not really. Should I drink more primordial seawater?
Perhaps leave the investigation to me. I need you to take a few steps back and keep a safe distance.
Oh?
A safe distance? Neuvillette, what exactly are you...
Dude, the way he does that with the cane is so cool. As the Fountain of Lucine lights up, a wave of dizziness washes over you. GG's flashbanged. What just happened? Yumin, thank you for the posture check, by the way. Ooh, everything looks a little different than how they are normally. I should continue forward and take a look around. Wait, oh my gosh. Ooh, wait, this is dope. Wait. Oh. Wait. This is sick. Wait. We're in special story mode. That's the Aquabus station? Wait, then is this just some random fountain? No, right? Or is it? It's Carol.
Thank you for bringing us here, Monsieur Neuvillette. The Court of Fontaine is truly incredible. There's so many things I've never seen or heard before.
I understand your excitement, but there's no need to thank me. Although I have responded to your wishes, it was not without personal interest. Melusine's special sight make them especially suited for joining the Maréchaussée Phantom. I'm certain you'll become an indispensable part of Fontaine's detective force.
I know, but I'm really glad to be of help. Not only can I repay you for your kindness, but also, it feels like my life has become a lot more meaningful.
But a meaningful life also comes with its risks.
It's definitely the safest to just stay in the village, but I want to see the outside world nonetheless. In truth, I've never really understood the purpose of my existence, or what I'm capable
Dude,
of
everybody
contributing to
questioning
this
their
world.
existence in
For
Fontaine.
almost 20 years, we've stayed in our village without finding any answers. That's why we wanted to leave our village and look for the meaning of our existence elsewhere.
He's like, I can relate.
I understand your confusion. In fact, I feel the same way. I too came here for an answer to my questions about my own existence.
Really? Could you tell us what we should do to fit in as you did? The truth is, many people threw rocks at us today and told us to go back to our village.
That's messed
It hurt a
up.
lot when they hit me in the head.
Oh,
and
Carol.
I tried really hard not to cry.
Wait, this is so
Logically
sad.
speaking, both time and effort are essential when different species attempt to peacefully coexist. It will be a difficult road ahead, with countless obstacles to overcome.
That's really
Different
sad.
identities and ways of thinking all contribute to strengthening the barrier between one another. Removing it will be no easy feat. There aren't many suggestions I can share, because just like you, I haven't fully integrated into this society. Despite my social status, I am still an outsider.
Oh, I see. Let's all do our best then. I'm confident that we'll find the meaning of our existence one day.
I believe in you, but you shouldn't lose sight of the difficulties ahead. If you run into any trouble, I suggest that you inform Vautrin, the captain of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol.
Huh? Is he the person I met in the Palais Marmonia earlier?
Yes? Do you have any concerns?
That stone-faced human. He didn't even bother to look at me when I tried talking to him. It felt like he wasn't interested in anything but work.
He is an earnest man. There will be plenty of opportunities to work together in the future, so please try to get along.
Interesting. Okay. By the way, we can't do any attacks, no jumping or nothing in this world. It's pretty crazy. It's cool though. Alright, let's keep going forward. We did hear some of the voice lines from the trailer in that conversation. It's okay, Aspen. I love you lots, dude. Thank you again. I'll talk to you soon, I'm sure. Federico.
Hello. Can I help with anything?
Thanks, but no need.
Oh.
Aw, poor Carol.
Hello.
GG, Aspen.
I'm Carol, a Melazine. Is there anything you need help with?
Get away from here! I'm calling the guards.
Ew,
Please,
shut
calm
up.
down. I don't mean to cause any harm.
Hard to say.
I want to beat her up.
We should probably stay away from these monsters. Haven't you realized? Strange incidents have been increasing ever since they came.
Why should we trust this species from who knows where anyway? I can't believe Neuvillette allowed them into the court of Fontaine just like that.
Exactly.
Bro.
That so-called Chief Justice even granted them official positions. Not only that, but they're now responsible for investigating cases as well. I swear, there's some hidden agenda at play here.
Shut up,
Go
bro.
away.
Your name is
Quit
Claudemir.
acting innocent.
I'm not leaving. I won't let you say bad stuff about him.
Oh, Carol's so
We joined the Mari
sweet.
Shosei Phantom and solved lots and lots of cases. We've never done anything wrong.
Yeah, speak your
Solving
truth.
cases? With Neuvillette in cahoots with you. You could have fabricated it all, and no one would know. So
Girl.
tell me, how can you guarantee that you Melazines aren't involved in anything that occurred recently?
Who's to say? Never mind. I'm gonna relax.
Didn't I tell you before? Don't go advertising if you're not a good talker.
Vautrin?
Aside from spreading unjustified rumors, if you continue insulting members of the Mare Shosei Phantom, the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol has every right to subject you to interrogation.
You tell him, Vautrin.
There have indeed
You
been
tell
an
him.
increase in cases recently, perhaps due to the shifting currents of conspiracy, and I understand your concern. However, there's been no evidence pointing towards Melazines being involved.
Even the captain of the security patrol is on their side.
Can we just beat her ass
Neuvillette's
already?
newly reformed police force is already corrupt to the core.
Would it be wrong to
How
do that?
can two completely different species possibly coexist?
Bro, shut up. By not acting like
You
that.
heard that?
Yeah. I don't understand. Why won't anyone believe us?
There have been rumors saying that you were born from calamity, and that you inherently bring danger to those around you.
That's also
There are
from the
countless
trailer.
negative rumors about you floating around in Fontaine. It's near impossible for you to become a part of this society. Best if you give up before it's too late.
Damn, bro.
Monsieur Neuvillette said that we needed to put both time and effort in. I don't know how long it'll take, but I can at least try making my best effort.
Aw.
I still want to try a little harder. Thank you for bailing me out earlier.
Carol's so sweet.
Okay, I won't be taking any more of your time. I painted a lot of flyers last night, so I have to stay and hand them out to everyone.
Give them to me.
You're not gonna take them away, right?
We'll hand them out together. The faster we get this done, the sooner we can head back.
Damn. Hi-he. Doesn't have a badger hat yet, true. I really like this music a lot. It's kind of cool playing the game like this, no? Like with the sepia type of filter over it. No, I'm ready to beat some ass, for real. It's really messed up. It's really messed up. Their lore is very heavy, true.
Monsieur Neuvillette, what's this?
Did you guys notice that the teleport waypoint
Medals
was
of
still
Peace,
there?
awarded to you and Vautrin.
Oh.
Thank you for your continued dedication in the past 5 years. You've taken one small step forward in helping Melusines gain the trust of humans.
I think I'll pass.
But those badges are really
Don't say
cute.
that. We wouldn't have made it this far without you. It won't be long before Melusines begin living peacefully with the humans. Just the thought of it makes me happy.
She's so cute.
Don't keep your hopes up. We've barely scratched the surface. There's still a long way to go before that dream of yours comes true.
You blockhead! Don't ruin the mood!
Vautrin brings up a good point. The trust humans have placed in you is still very fragile. Any small incident could undermine the hard work you've put in. Please be on your guard for the next few days.
Yes, sir.
Okay, got it.
Wait. No, don't walk away. I wanted to go look at the teleport waypoint.
Medal of Peace? Peace isn't going to give us back what's rightfully ours.
This
Are you
guy.
sure we should do this? We're no match for Neuvillette, even with all our powers combined. What if...
Look at her name, bro.
Nah, not gonna happen. As long as he remains in his position, there's no chance he'd take us out personally.
I
There are
will,
rules
though.
even he must comply with in the political sphere. Unless he wants to become an enemy of Fontaine. So quit worrying and just go ahead with it. I've already planned out the murder. Once we lay the blame on the Melusines as the person who brought them to the court of Fontaine, Neuvillette will be left with no excuse.
I guess you're right.
Murder?
Ugh. If he just left things the way they were, it never would have come to this. But he's forced our hand. Time to teach him a lesson.
Murder? Are we for real right now? Like, be for real right now. Wait, I want to go back. I can't even sprint here, guys. Unused teleport waypoint 400 years ago, or however many years ago. By the way. No, these guys are bozos, bro. I do not like them one bit.
Turn the murderer in!
Melusines can't be trusted! That goes for Neuvillette, too!
No, she's scared. No.
Peaceful coexistence? What a joke. Get out of the court of Fontaine and don't ever come back!
Shut up. Leave her alone. Oh, I see. This is the Opera Epicles. So we weren't actually over there before. My fault, guys. My fault. I see where we are now. Bro.
The results of the investigation are in, Captain Vautrin.
Oh! Hi, Angry Devil. Welcome in. And Softest Wet Bread, welcome in as well. Now, these guys suck.
Go on.
There is no direct evidence, but reasonable inference indicates that the ones controlling the situation are supporters of the old regime, whose interests have been undermined by the reform. They tricked Miss Carol into going to the crime scene and pressed charges against her. After that, they incited panic among the people in order to make Monsieur Neuvillette confess to his mistakes and yield up power. The guards were stopped by the enraged mob and couldn't intervene in time. Miss Carol chose to sacrifice herself to pacify the situation.
And she called me a blockhead. A little investigation would have cleared things up. Why didn't she wait until we'd established the truth? She didn't have to prove her innocence like that.
The situation had rapidly escalated to a physical altercation between infuriated citizens and the guards. Miss Carol might have thought there was no better plan.
Bro.
That is indeed something she'd do.
Captain Vautrin, should I present these results to Monsieur Neuvillette right away?
There's no need. Notify the guards to restrict public access to all information.
Restrict access to... Wait, are you planning to...
There's something I've never told Carol. I had a little sister named Ilaria who passed away when I was very young. She's just like Carol in every possible way.
Oh,
innocent,
stop.
kind, always believing the best of people. People like her are the most vulnerable to deception and betrayal. From the moment I met Carol, I knew that she'd be easily manipulated by others. I kept a cold demeanor and tried lecturing her into giving up.
Looks like she was unfazed by that.
Yes. In fact, some of her spirit must have rubbed off on me instead. Because I too began working towards that pie-in-the-sky dream of hers. I should have known. Those cowards don't have the guts to confront Neuvillette. They even avoided causing trouble for me. They were after Carol all along. Can you understand how I feel? Right now, there's only one thought on my mind. Only through bloodshed can their debt be repaid.
This is from the trailer as well.
I understand, but I'm certain Monsieur Neuvillette wouldn't accept that as a solution.
He wants
That's
to beat the
exactly
shit
why
out of
we
them.
need to keep this a secret. Give me the list of suspects. What happens after this has nothing to do with any of you. I will take responsibility for everything.
Yo, Vautrin is pissed. I mean, understandably so, but dude is pissed. Yo, I don't blame him though. I don't blame him, but holy crap. Okay, we're going into the Opera Epicles. I'm assuming that we are going to see some shit go down. Okay? Right. Okay, enter the Opera Epicles.
Did you know? They're hearing a major case today, and the criminal is Captain Vautrin of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol.
Oh. Good night, sleep. I will talk to you later, okay? Wait.
Apparently, he resorted to personal measures to seek revenge for Carol and settled the score with the group that framed his friend. Hey, why aren't you saying anything?
Freaking Padrico.
Thinking we should try our best to bail him out when the trial commences.
Bail him out? Why?
Shh, keep it down! Haven't you realized? Both Vautrin and Carol are Neuvillette's most trusted subordinates. After everything that happened to Carol, Neuvillette's guaranteed to do everything he can to keep Vautrin around. Besides, now that the old regime has been uprooted, Neuvillette's status is secure as can be. As long as we redirect public opinion, Neuvillette will be able to give Vautrin a reprieve. The benefits are endless.
He won't though. He won't though. Ruckus commotion
Vautrin sought
begins to
vengeance for his friend
rise.
for a valid cause. This represents the justice he upholds. Please think about it. If the same thing had happened to you, wouldn't you feel the same way he did?
Yeah, that's right! This whole thing started because of those despicable cowards who levied false accusations against Carol. How could Vautrin be declared guilty for seeking revenge?
Monsieur Neuvillette.
Mr. Vautrin is innocent!
He's innocent!
Order!
Oh shit.
I acknowledge your arguments. Vautrin, your revenge could be seen as a form of justice. I understand your decision, which is why I cannot help but feel regret and even grief about the judgment I must now impose. Personal justice does not equate to justice as defined by the law. To execute your plan for revenge, you abused your authority and conducted informal executions. Your actions have thus violated the law. Therefore, you will be declared guilty.
Dude, you can hear in
What?
his voice how much this hurts him as well.
That can't be! Monsieur Neuvillette, please give this a little more thought. He has done so much for Fontaine.
Vautrin, my friend, is there anything else you want to say?
Oh, you can tell he's
Neuvillette.
hurting.
What have I done to deserve this?
Oh, shit.
I've closely followed every one of your orders. Can't you see? Everyone in this room believes that I'm innocent. Why can't you just let me off? Is this what justice means to you? Answer me, Neuvillette!
Also from
Order.
Australia.
Since there have been no further objections, the Oratrice will now deliver the final verdict regarding the charges against Mr. Vautrin. According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal, Mr. Vautrin will be declared guilty.
Where is Farina in all of this, by the way?
Goodbye, Monsieur Neuvillette.
Oh, shit.
This all happened because of Carol's naive ideas.
Bro, these people are so screwed up. Like, bruh.
How can different species peacefully coexist anyway?
Dude, listen. He did what he had to do. Getting revenge does not justify something. And Neuvillette knows that. He has to be impartial. What was that?
Apologies, it seems like my memories got the better of me. I tried my best to suppress the power of Hydro within myself, but it seems like it still caused the emotions within the Fountain of Lucine to boil over. Due to my negligence, the overflow of emotions and memories must have affected you as well. Are you all right?
I'm fine. Yeah, right? He never refers to anybody as a friend. That's so true. Wait, who wasn't born yet? Oh, Farina? But yeah, I actually don't know when she was born. That's a good point. That's a good point. I don't know when she, like, how many years it's been since she's been around. I forget. They might have told us before, like, but no, I don't remember. I don't remember at all. I'm fine.
Wow. The Hydro Dragon is more powerful than Paimon thought. Anyways, the last time we came here, the Traveler only heard voices from the Fountain of Lucine. No emotions boiling over or anything.
It is as you said. This
Gotcha,
might be
like
because I am different. It is not only the fountain. I can sense emotions from all waters in Fontaine. Rivers, lakes, and even
Holy
the rain.
shit, that must be such an overload of emotion.
But I rarely ever do anything like this. Emotions carried by water are always chaotic and disconnected. As an outsider, having my mind occupied with irrelevant memories isn't exactly a pleasant experience.
The memories I saw were related to you.
Which ones?
From when you brought Carol to the court of Fontaine to when you declared Vautrin guilty.
It's fine. I prefer not to speak of those memories. But that does not mean I am deliberately hiding them. It was a coincidence, but perhaps it is a good thing that you saw everything in that form. You should now understand why I believe there to be a conspiracy behind all this. These two cases are much too similar. I felt like I needed to do something.
Understandable.
Paimon's starting to lose track of what you're saying. Don't leave Paimon out of the conversation. Paimon wants to help too.
Then let us get back to the point. While I was investigating the fountain, I discovered something strange. I did not sense too much hatred towards me within its accumulated emotions. However, I did find some resentment directed towards Kiara. If I remember correctly, it seemed to be related to a smuggling case. I don't know what caused this to happen, but it seems like there won't be a shortcut to finding the organization that may be pulling the strings here.
one of the documents?
You've read about it. In that case, the resentment should have come from that incident.
Uh-oh.
Huh? What are you doing
Oh,
here?
Navia!
I was just about
I was
to
not
look for you
expecting
at
that.
the Palais Mermonia.
I was not expecting to see her.
Nice to see you again. Is there something we can help with?
I've heard some things, but I'm not purposely asking around or anything. Don't worry. Rumors are abroad that someone's scheming against Melusines, and that you're investigating the case. So I told the Spina di Rosula to keep an eye out for leads. We've had unfamiliar faces showing themselves at the Fleuve Cendre lately. Maybe you'll find the suspects among them.
Thank you. Where did you hear about all this?
The Chief Justice out on investigation, accompanied by the Traveler from afar. No matter how you conceal your whereabouts, there will be countless eyes watching you. You talked to Kiara, but didn't ask her to keep things secret. People curious to know asked around for information, then it was only a matter of time before word of the threatening letter spread all across Fontaine.
So that's what Charlotte meant.
Indeed. I did not expect that this could be kept hidden for too long, but the rumors still spread faster than I imagined.
You know, it could be because you attract more attention than you think. Anyway, any progress with the investigation?
The suspects who threatened Kiara might have to do with a certain smuggling case, but it is still uncertain if there is in fact another party behind all this. We are planning to return to the Palais Mermonia to revisit some details and identify the senders of that threatening letter.
All right, then I'll round up the Spina di Rosula and follow up on their progress. Wait for my word. Ta-ta!
I love Navia, guys. She's great.
Neuvillette, do you think there'll be any problems now that the word is out?
I have already considered that possibility, and I do not think that there will be any. As a matter of fact, once the word gets out, no one would dare to harm Kiara in broad daylight. What is more important is how the case is perceived by the public. 400 years ago, they chose to side with the old regime and direct their resentment towards the Melusines. I hope the same won't happen again. Let us head back to the Palais.
I feel like people now are hopefully much different. I really hope.
Strange. What are these people doing out on the streets so late at night? Did
True.
something happen? Let's take a look around.
Have you heard? Someone's plotting against a Melusine. This is 100% the truth. Even the Chief Justice is investigating in person.
What? That's it! Who's been threatening Melusines? Show yourself!
Our enemies are lurking in the shadows and won't easily reveal themselves. But no amount of hiding will keep us from finding them.
Oh god.
That's exactly what I wanted to say. The guards have already begun to take action. We can't just stand by and watch. Think about how much we owe them. Now that they're in danger, how can we just sit back and do nothing?
Okay, but this isn't necessarily good
Everyone,
either.
Please stay alert to your surroundings from now
like, yes
on.
and no.
If you see any suspicious persons, report them to the guards immediately.
Okay, no, that's good though. That's good. Thank you for the Hydra, by the way, Steph.
It feels like you've been following me this whole time. Did something happen?
We were informed that. Nope. We just finished our shifts and happened to be strolling by.
Have you had dinner yet? Why don't we check out the new items at the dessert shop together?
Aw, this is cute.
This isn't a good time to be out and about.
Oh, she's hungry
Come on,
though.
don't act tough. I bet you're hungry too.
All right, let's go buy a cake or something.
No, yeah,
You shouldn't
things are a
ever
lot better
skip
now for
meals,
sure, but I have a bad
especially if
feeling
you
about
have another
this
shift
somehow.
scheduled for later.
Wow, why did they stay on the screen for so long? What the heck?
I heard even Neuvillette's keeping an eye on the situation. This is the perfect chance to get promoted. We gotta make sure we give it all we've got.
Seriously? Were you planning to shirk your duties if Neuvillette wasn't involved?
Relax, I was just playing. We've worked together for years now. If something happened to them, I'd be haunted by regret for the rest of my life.
That's more like it. We should stand guard until the criminal has been caught.
Come and fight me instead, you cowards!
Oh my gosh.
Have you heard? Even the special patrol came to help.
Shh, look. Isn't that Neuvillette? I think he's looking at us.
Looks like there's nothing to worry about.
I don't know.
This is truly wonderful.
Okay, listen.
Wanna go over and say hi?
No, I should stay where I am. My appearance could give rise to unnecessary commotion. Let us stick to our plan and return to the Palais Mermonia. The faster we uncover the truth, the better.
Okay. Here are my thoughts about that. I'm really, really happy that more people are willing to come to the defense of the Melusine. I think that is great. However, the only thing that worried me about that was like the whole revenge thing that, you know, the Voltran, I think that was his name, that he ended up, like, you know, he had the whole revenge thing and then he ended up getting sentenced, you know. That's the only thing that kind of worries me, is if people decide to take it into their own hands because they want to protect the Melusines. But when the one person was like, oh, like, notify the guards immediately, that was good. But the fact that so many people are going to, like, you know, the aid of the Melusines and they want to be there for them and protect them, I think is really great. It's really, really great. This there's the wolves in sheep clothing too. That's true. Part of this, I'm like, okay, what if somebody is like pretending that they're like on the Melusine side and then they end up like betraying them or something, you know? But yeah, we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going. Also, I'm still thinking about that teleport waypoint. So the unactivated teleport waypoint from what's it called? You know, when we were in the past. I don't know, but yeah, we're just gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going. These are just my thoughts at the moment, you know, guys. Let's go look into this report, shall we? I like that we can just see her ears in the hat, by the way. It's super cute. It's really, really cute. Okay, it was about the smuggling case, right?
The smuggling case was solved by the joint forces of the guards and the Maréchaussée Phantom. This is the one. The list of involved suspects should be... Ah, found it.
What does it say?
The principal offenders Domenico, Inica, Yuna, and others have been caught. They have been sent to the fortress of Meropide following trial.
Okay.
Those with close connections or mutual interests with the offenders but who did not participate in the case will not stand trial.
But they probably have
Among
some
them,
of the resentment.
surveillance of Essin has ceased on account of his good behavior. All other personnel remain on our watch list.
So many names. Is the one who sent that threatening letter to Kiara on the list?
Yes, there is something suspicious about Essin, to be precise. It seems like he's closely related to the core members of the smuggling case, and he moves around without much restriction.
Interesting. No worries, Head Muffler. Do your thing and Joyce, welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. Should we tell Navia about this?
Monsieur Neuvillette, someone claiming to be from the Spina di Rosula just checked in with us.
Navia?
He said, and I quote,
No, never mind.
"We have located the suspect. They're chatting at the cafe."
Oh, that was easy.
How did Navia find them so quickly? We've only just figured out the suspect's name.
No, literally.
I too am perplexed. The cafe isn't too far from here. We should head over and take a look.
Okay. Meet up with Navia. I think we can just leave instead of teleporting. Team from Risley, I'm down. But they all look so guilty right now. What is going on?
Hey, Navia, we're here! Whoa. Check out all these people. Hey there, are you Navia's friends too?
Doubtful.
These are the people who have had recent dealings at the Maréchaussée Phantom. They're usually hidden in the Fleuve Cendre, but I sent for someone to invite them over.
Invite them over?
Exactly. Now, I heard there's great coffee here, and so I asked them if they'd like to come and have some.
Yeah, it's our pleasure to be guests of the Spina di Rosula.
I've wanted to have a meetup like this for ages.
Oh my god.
Something feels off. But, oh well. Let's get back to business. Is there
Yes, that's me.
This dude. Right, Halloween for real.
Yoressa?
Yes, yes, Monsieur Neuvillette.
Did you write that threatening letter to Kiara?
Dude, he's so like intimidating for real.
I did, but I was just following orders.
Orders from whom?
Domenico, he was my boss. I couldn't disobey his orders.
Domenico, where is he now?
The fortress of Meropide.
Well, I'm afraid even the Spina would have trouble looking into that place. Looks like you'll have to make the trip yourselves.
Again.
This was as much as I could do.
I'm down,
You've
I
done
guess.
more than enough. I am extremely grateful for your help.
Oh,
Leave
this
the
scene looks so good
formalities
for some
later.
reason.
You should find Domenico first. If he really is the one setting up the conspiracy, it'd be best if he's exposed as soon as possible.
All right then, let's head to the fortress right now.
Bro, Navia actually does get shit done. Like, she is amazing. She is amazing. Wait, what? No, bro, we are not doing unfinished comedy right now, Lowbro. At no point in time was I doing unfinished comedy right now. Relax. Wait, what floor is this on? Wait, where are we going? We're just going to the fortress. Whatever, I'll just do this one. You can TP to the icon? Wait, really? Oh. Oh, I didn't know that. Thanks, guys. TPing to the office is great. Okay, that's cool.
Monsieur Neuvillette?
Hey! Risley! Yay! Hey, good to see you
Welcome to
again.
the Fortress of Meropide, dear esteemed guests.
Hey! Long time no see.
Oh, and a greeting from none other than the Duke himself. Guess we've made a name for ourselves at this place.
This isn't anything new. I figured you had important matters to discuss when the two of you, not to mention the Chief Justice, showed up. Let's assume we've gone through the pleasantries and cut right to the chase.
Okay, tell Risley about the letter Kiara received.
I do remember a thing or two about Domenico. He once attempted to round up the other inmates and instigate a protest.
What does this guy think he is? Paimon hopes nothing came of it.
Can I beat him up?
He once attempted to, I said, meaning that it was over before it even started. And now he's threatening Melazines, is he? To be honest, Domenico doesn't seem like much of a conspirator. The fact that the three of you bothered to personally investigate raises a flag. Is there something else going on behind the scenes here?
He's got the same concerns we do.
I am concerned about this incident because something similar has occurred in the past. I wish to meet Domenico in person and have my questions answered.
That's an easy one. Let me think. I think he's at...
Did I hear someone say Melazine? What
Mean. Nah, Tebin, do your thing for real. A Melazine named Kiara received a threatening letter. I have to look at his vision and see if it's over. I actually missed it. Gold? Oh, okay. Okay, a Melazine named Kiara received a threatening letter.
And we're investigating. The person who threatened her seems to be imprisoned here. Really? Is Kiara gonna be okay?
There's no need to worry. Clarande is protecting her as we speak.
Well, that's great. But if the
Not yet,
criminal's
Halloween.
Is there anything you can do about this?
Ah, head nurse. Do you require me to personally deal with the criminal?
Risley.
Okay, I get it. I'll bring Domenico to you. That's your only demand.
I love him.
Think of it as more of a humble request. I'm here on my own accord, not to formally transfer a criminal for trial. I urge you to set aside any concerns. Thanks for the trouble. Consider me in your debt.
Whoa! If Paimon were you here, Grace, Paimon would take this chance to ask for something really important.
Well, were I still a criminal, I'd probably ask for a lighter sentence. But I'm sure Monsieur Neuvillette would reject that. But enough jokes. I'll look for Domenico and bring him to you. Make yourselves at home. Our dear head nurse has mentioned you quite a few times, so I'm sure she has a lot to say.
Okay.
Please come with me to the infirmary.
You know, everybody
watch
is here
your
for
step.
real.
There's some pretty dark areas, so make sure you don't trip over anything.
You're talking to Neuvillette, right? We've been here before, girl. Trust. I want to know what crime he committed. We're probably going to find out in his story quest, but I'm like so impatient. I really want to know. A lot of people have been saying Sampo. Yeah, yeah. I think when everyone first saw him, it was like Genshin Sampo. Yeah.
Did Neuvillette?
Now that I think about it, I can leave this place soon. Huh?
The first guy said did Neuvillette just walk by, but it cut out. He truly is a Sampo of Genshin. That would be crazy, Sis. He's actually just Sukuna. Okay, I'm getting PTSD from the Archon quest.
Oh, and would anyone like anything to drink? Paimon's not that thirsty, but thanks anyway. Thirst is a warning sign that you're dehydrated, which means you have to drink up even before
I'm drinking
that.
now, Sijwin.
Oh,
Thank you,
bring me some
Deku.
tea. I'm sure you'll have a lot to talk about.
You heard that, guys. Drink before you get
Typical
thirsty.
Sijwin. Concerned about everyone's health as always. Why aren't you two saying anything?
The criminals we passed by earlier.
You noticed them too. The badges they wore on their chests looked quite familiar.
Oh?
Familiar? Paimon didn't even realize they were wearing them. But if both of you say so, let's go ask them about it.
Paimon and I will go. You're not exactly a sight for sore eyes around
That's
here.
not a bad idea. I will stay here and wait for news from you.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm literally just thinking about the Archon quest. Wait.
I place great trust in Wriothesley, so I rarely visit the fortress of Meripede. However, exceptional circumstances call for exceptional measures. I hope I didn't cause him too much trouble.
I love him. Okay, let's go. Investigate the mysterious organization. I shall. The music is so good. It's super sick. Alright, where are these chumps?
Anything you need?
I want to zoom in on this. The badge you're wearing.
Oh, this? Are you interested in joining the Mutual Aid Network?
What's that?
We have a very long history, going back as far as 400 years ago. We have never had many members throughout our history, nor do we have much of a reputation, but everyone treats each other like family. Helping each other is our purpose. At the same time, we seek to maintain just dealings as much as possible.
Sounds like a pretty neat organization.
All we want is to defend ourselves. None of us have ever committed serious crimes, and we're not especially powerful either. We're at a natural disadvantage here in the fortress. But people won't give us a hard time if we stick together.
Aww. I did, Sky. They're great. No worries, Waffle. Enjoy your food. Sounds like a cult, yeah. Oh, nice, Blazer.
You two look kind of familiar.
The badge you're wearing.
It's the symbol of the Mutual Aid Network designed by our first president. From what I've heard, it's based on something called a Medal of Peace. I've never seen one of those medals for myself, though.
Medal of Peace?
The first president of our network was an amazing person. Powerful as he was, he never used his strength against anyone. He encouraged the weaker criminals to stick together and look out for each other. All of us have a lot of respect for him.
Sounds like somebody we might know, huh?
Interested in joining the Mutual Aid Network? If you'd like to learn more, here's our flyer.
Mutual Aid Network advertisement. help each other, do all you can to further justice. Do not detest just judgment. Above are the 3 principles of the Mutual Aid Network. All are welcome to join and membership is free. There are no compulsory group events. The Mutual Aid Network encourages members to do what they are able, including but not limited to cleaning, exercising, tutoring, and studying. It is hoped that all Mutual Aid Network members will, during their time in the Fortress of Meripede, face up to the crimes they have committed, encourage each other, support each other, and welcome the future together.
Our slogan may have evolved over the centuries, but our goal has remained unchanged. Here, this book is for you. You're welcome to come and sign up anytime.
Okay.
We should have gathered enough information. Let's head back and talk to Neuvillette.
Alright. Thoughts are indeed thoughting. Hey!
Did you manage to gather any intel?
Mm-hmm. The people who wore the badges belong to an organization called the Mutual Aid Network. According to them, the badge's design was inspired by the Medal of Peace. Have you seen any of those before?
Yes, we have.
I personally crafted 2 of them myself. They were awarded to Carol and Vautrin. Carol's medal was destroyed in a fire. The only one that remained should belong to Vautrin.
Damn, bruh.
Oh! So the network was inspired by...
Vautrin.
Monsieur Neuvillette, His Grace has requested your presence in his office. He's found Domenico.
All right. Let us talk to him first and get to the bottom of this situation.
No, Southpaw boss. I think he's a limited 5-star. They would have had to say that he was a standard character during the live stream if he was going to be one. So I don't think he is. I like that you can just teleport to these things. That makes it actually so much easier. Thank you guys for telling me that for real. Also, the way they say they're calling him Domenico, I don't like. Okay. Are we gonna get some tea while we're here? Please say yes.
Allow me to introduce this fine gentleman, Domenico. Why don't you explain everything to him?
Neuvillette? What do you want? What are you gonna do? Kill me?
Bro, relax.
Calm down. I merely want to ask you a few questions. Was it your idea to send that letter to a Melusine? Essin has already confessed, so there really isn't any need to keep hiding.
That idiot! I can't believe I trusted him.
Bruh.
Let me ask this another way. It was your idea to send that letter, correct?
Yes.
Who is pulling your strings?
What? You're not trying to frame me for something I haven't done, are you?
It's best if you realize the gravity of your situation. The Chief Justice of Fontaine has been personally investigating your case.
Yeah,
I assume your previous attempt to incite unrest at the Fortress of Meripede has something to do with this as well.
I admit I acted on impulse. I'll tell you the truth. But before that, you must ensure my safety.
I can do that.
You see, we're all reasonable people here.
I only intended to do some small business at first. Someone contacted me about delivering some goods and promised me a generous sum of Mora in return.
Bro, you're in jail. You can't even use
After making
Mora.
a few trips, I was suddenly approached by the Maréchal
Oh wait, this is
Phantom.
before jail.
They
Never
accused
mind.
me of smuggling prohibited items,
Sorry.
and I was put on trial. But I refused to accept any of that. The ignorant can be rightfully absolved from guilt, right? Well, I suspect that someone got me locked up here so they could get their hands on my goods.
And then you decided to take revenge on the Melusines? Over that?
Bennett, welcome in, and Lynn Chen, welcome in as well. How are you today? Interesting. Ignorance is not an excuse, by the way. You're hopeless.
My initial target was Neuvillette. Everyone in the Fortress of Meripede was declared guilty by him, after all. So they must more or less hold a grudge against them, right? If I could get them to strike back. But for some reason, no one wanted to team up with me. That mutual aid network in particular. What did those nobodies even gain from trying to challenge me? Seriously. In the end, I had to redirect my focus onto Melazines to salvage things. I recall that Kiara was the one who confiscated my goods for inspection. So I asked one of the more approachable guards to send a letter, claiming that I meant to contact my family. But the letter was in fact addressed to Essa. I requested that he write a threat letter to Kiara and force her to resign from the Maréchaussée Phantom.
Am I to assume that the claims you've made are your own thoughts? Have you been in contact with any suspicious people recently?
No.
Is it true that all members involved in the smuggling scandal have been caught?
Yes. And that's all I know.
Sigewinne, please take him back to the detention center. I'll deal with him later.
Okay.
So, Monsieur Neuvillette, you were concerned that there might be a shadowy faction looking to capitalize on the delicate situation with the Melazines to stir up greater chaos?
Yes. I experienced a similar incident in the past, so I had to be prepared for any possibility.
And how long ago was this incident?
400
More
years
than
ago.
400 years.
You might be overthinking this.
Aww. He's just worried.
Time can change a lot of things. Everything's different now.
What do you mean?
400 years ago, you and the Melazines you brought to Fontaine were the outliers in society. But in the present
you brought
day,
to Fontaine is an
if
interesting
someone
way
were
to
to
put it, by
threaten
the
the
way.
safety of the Melazines, people wouldn't just sit back and do nothing. I trust that they would make different choices from before.
That's right! We saw lots of people standing up for Melazines on our way back to the Palais Mermonia.
Monsieur Neuvillette, the Melazines are a species you introduced to Fontaine. How the public treats them is also reflective of their attitude towards you.
That's really interesting, by the
When people refused to place
way.
their trust in Melazines, it was because they were still on the fence about you, their unfamiliar Chief Justice. For almost 500 years, you've conducted every trial with impartiality. You made the right judgment each time, regardless of whatever nonsense went on.
Dude.
People no longer have any reservations about you, and even consider you a symbol of the law. Right now, your every decision will impact all of Fontaine. In other words, you've gradually transformed the whole nation.
I get it now. No wonder no one wanted to join forces with Domenico.
Yeah. Really, really interesting. The main thing that I was thinking about that entire time was him introducing the Melazines to Fontaine and the connection with Elenis, you know? If there is one. Like how... I want to know how that part came about, you know? If someone gets dissolved, that would be crazy. How much does Risley know about Neuvillette? It seems like he knows at least a decent amount. I'm not sure though, Quanico. Lodi DJ, thank you for the follow, by the way. I appreciate it. Welcome in. Opinion on Farina? I'm curious about her. I'm really, really curious to learn more about her because they really haven't actually told us that much about her specifically yet. So I'm excited to learn more. Tragedies like that won't ever happen again.
I am undeserving of such high compliments.
Aw.
From my perspective, I have simply been fulfilling my duties.
Bro, I love him. He's so great.
It isn't anything special or worthy of praise. I'm simply fulfilling the promises I've made and searching for answers through my judgments. It is
He is
unnecessary
so
to hold
humble.
me in such high regard.
Thank you for the hydrate, by the
The
way.
complexity of human emotions and willpower far exceed those of mine.
No worries,
As a
Pablo,
matter
no
of
worries.
fact, I believe that you are the ones who deserve my respect.
There's no need to be so modest. The current state of affairs says it all. You're no longer that outsider you were before. Even if you wished to investigate something on your own, many would take the initiative to lend you a hand.
I must say that you've made a fair point. Thank you for clearing my doubts. Now that the case has been settled, I should get going.
Huh? You're leaving?
And so soon, too? Why not stay for a cup of tea?
There it is.
Thank you for the offer, but I know how this place works all too well. While some are here to redeem themselves, there will inevitably be those who harbor resentment towards me. The less time I spend here, the better. My presence could very well result in an unwanted disturbance.
He's so smart.
In that case, I'll have to insist. I still have 2 more things to say.
Oh?
Please, go ahead.
The first is about the guard who helped Domenico send that letter.
Ah, I know of what you speak. The guard was indeed deployed from the Palais Memoria's staff. However, as I mentioned earlier, I visited today on personal business. Therefore, I leave that matter in your hands.
Well, that makes things a lot easier.
You're not going to...
Hey now, don't let your imagination run wild.
Hey, yo.
Those from up there have a tendency to sympathize with others. However, down here, such thoughts will put you at high risk.
Bro, I love
I'll
them
have a
both
chat
for
with the
different
guard
reasons.
And remind him to take precautions in the future.
I see no issues with that.
Great! That's one thing out of the way. What's the other thing you wanted to say?
The other thing was born from my own sense of curiosity. Now, I've heard that you investigated the mutual aid network. Is that right?
Yep. Neuvillette thought their badges looked familiar.
I noticed the small gang as well when I first took over the Fortress of Meripede. They were not great in number, but every member always made sure to stand up for what was right. I've looked into their founder, Vautrin, who once stood trial and was sentenced to imprisonment in the fortress. According to existing documentation, Vautrin remained disciplined throughout his imprisonment. He had never once engaged in physical or verbal aggression. In other words, how he presented himself in prison was very different from his behavior in court.
What?
Doesn't he hate Neuvillette?
During his trial, I could sense that his feelings were complicated. He appeared to be full of resentment, and I believe he had every right to feel that way.
Perhaps he had been putting on an act.
An act?
Neuvillette and Vautrin had a close relationship as superior and subordinate. Vautrin must have known that the Chief Justice would make an impartial judgment. Thus, the more resentment he displayed, the clearer it would be to those present that you were upholding justice. And to those who had been sitting on the fence, Vautrin's act was a very meaningful one. That's all for me. Does anyone else have anything to say? Now's your chance.
I don't have anything to say. Apart from expressing my gratitude, that is.
Bro, he's gonna go be upset when we get back up there, isn't he? It's about to be raining. Vautrin MVP for real. Yeah,
Please,
true bacon. True. Damn, bro. Actual Giga Chad. I don't know, Deku, he might start crying. Is it raining? It looks like it's about to rain, no cap. We're following Neuvillette.
That
it's just
trial is
Lumine.
something I rarely bring up in conversation, but I have always felt deep regret for what happened to both Carol and Vautrin. The words he spoke in court often replay in my mind, as if urging me on to do something.
But Risley said he never resented you, right? Isn't that a good thing?
I believe I now understand what he wanted to tell me. I feel conflicted about those words. How should I describe it? Surprise, relief, fear, and regret. But this blend of emotions has led me to finally understand some things. I would like to hear your thoughts, too. What do you think of me?
Paimon agrees with everything Risley said. As Chief Justice, every single one of your trials makes an impact on Fontaine. What do you think, Traveler?
A lot of things. Okay.
Hey, any comments?
He's so vulnerable right now,
What I
dude.
really think is...
I was not
every
expecting Lumine to
trial
speak.
you've ever judged has left its impression on you. And that's what makes you who you are today.
As the Hydro Dragon sovereign, Neuvillette still thinks of himself as an outsider due to his identity. Wait, I was not expecting to hear Lumine speak. But so much time has passed since then. Perhaps the lines between him and humans have long since blurred.
That is indeed a reasonable assumption.
Oh, I need to screenshot this. I'm sorry. I have to. Okay, let's continue.
As I said, I find it difficult to express my emotions because cannot fully understand myself. But I trust your judgment. Since some time ago, I have begun to notice the changes that have occurred upon my person. These changes were not due to any specific occurrence, but emerged as a result of time itself. I will try to contemplate this further. Thank you both.
Oh.
Cutscene.
Huh? It's raining! Oh no! Paimon forgot to bring an umbrella! Come on, let's hurry before it rains harder!
This music, oh my gosh. He's so pretty. Wait.
It's raining again? I've had enough of this weather.
There go my travel plans.
Did you read the news this morning? Quick, put away everything on the clothesline.
When is this rain going to stop?
Hydro Dragon, don't cry!
Stop.
They're planning
Wait,
to
why am I
reanimate the
emotional?
monster. We have to report this to the Chief Justice.
The Fortress of Meripede. It's a good place for me.
He owes me so many answers.
Neuvillette? You could say he's the real symbol of Fontaine's justice.
Watch him closely. He could be trouble.
How can two completely different species possibly coexist?
Who's been threatening Melusines? Show yourself!
You know, a little slight smile.
You will see much in the human world, from the delightful to the depressing. And one day, when you have dwelt among humanity long enough, you will be placed to bring judgment over all as a spokesperson for Fontaine's past.
Good morning, Monsieur Neuvillette! The rainy season's almost over! The skies are supposed to clear in a few days!
I hope you find time to enjoy the sunny days ahead.
Stop, I'm gonna cry! I'm actually gonna cry. I can't. Nuh-uh.
Is the matter resolved?
No, we need to pause. Oh, that's sad. That was like happy and sad at the same time, no? More crumbs as well, yeah. More crumbs. More crumbs and more sadness, bro. I'm freaking sad. I'm actually sad. The music was really good. No, the music was really, really, really good. Honestly, guys, music, like, helps, makes me more emotional than anything. So the music that they chose for that, they did really well. They did really, really well. Bruh. He doesn't need a therapist, though. I'm not gonna cap. He's been through a lot, though. He's been through a lot. Meadow and Jacob and Renee, they were talking about, yeah. So they went through a couple different things. I think that it could have been Seymour. That was really interesting. That was really, really interesting. Like the different little snippets of things that we went through there. I kind of want to watch it again just for that as well. cried every time. No, it's hard not to get emotional, dude. The Hydro Dragon, please don't cry thing actually got me, by the way. That got me. I did notice you were. Yeah, that was super interesting. I want to watch it again, actually. Thank you for the hugs, guys. I love you. No, I'm like trying to like dab at my tears right now. This is fucked up. Felt like we all went to the movies together, right? It got you too? Nah, guys, like I'm serious, it actually got me. I usually am really good at like holding back like my tears and like emotions during Genshin Quest and stuff, especially on stream, but this one got me. Check it, please don't cry. No, Genshin needs to relax, bro. But you know what? This is how you know that it's done really well. So Chris had like all the Fontaine cast, right? Except Farina. Except for that one part, like she had the voice line in that moment just now. We haven't actually seen her at all, which I kind of wish we would, at least for a second, you know? Has to be something about Farina that they haven't revealed yet. Oh yeah, it has to be. There's definitely some really important stuff about her that they haven't revealed, and I need to know what it is. No, that was Farina. That was 100% Farina. It's hard to tell in English, I'm not gonna lie, because she changes her tone of voice so much that it actually sounds like a different person. But if you listen to that clip specifically in Japanese, you can hear that it's Farina. So I'm pretty sure that's Farina that says that and not the previous Hydra Archon. All right, shall we continue this and close it out? Everybody drink some water, please. Have your moment of cleansing after that, because I sure needed it. I needed that. It's a little moment to decompress from that cutscene. Okay, let's finish this out, yeah?
Yep, we found the person who sent that threatening letter. Risley said he'd keep a close eye on him, so the Melusines should be safe now.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Sorry for dragging you all into this.
Aww.
There's no need to apologize.
Yeah, you didn't drag us in. We got involved of our own accord.
I love this.
By the way, where's Kiara?
At the
That was
Palais
Farina
Momonia,
that just spoke.
More than 50 people offered to protect her. Some even hid
Wow.
within the bushes to look out for danger.
Oh my
I was worried
gosh.
that the excess of protection would make her feel uneasy. So I asked her to stay inside the Palais. It's very safe in there.
What a relief.
Well, now it looks like the dust has finally settled. To celebrate this joyous occasion, Monsieur Neuvillette, would you be interested in an exclusive interview?
I actually want him to say yes.
That's not how you celebrate.
I will consider it.
That's progress. Progress.
Of course. My schedule is full for the following weeks, but I should be available next month. Come up with
Aww.
questions during the intervening days, and I will answer them to the best of my ability.
I love him.
Oh,
She's so excited.
Yes! Thank you so much, Monsieur!
Now, if you'll excuse me, I must head back to the Palais and issue a communique to publicize our investigation results. I hope it will assuage the concerns of all.
All right, let's talk to them one last time before we go.
Oh, an exclusive interview! Am I dreaming? What should I ask him? Don't let anything hold you back. Make the most of this opportunity and ask away.
I agree. He'll decline any question he can't answer anyway, so you might as well give all of them a shot.
That's true. That's so true. All right, let's go to the Palais. Go check on Kiara. Picturing Charlotte with 100 pages worth of questions. No, right? Hey, I'm here. Kiara, are you okay? She's eeping. Was she eeping? Oh, she's eeping. Aw, that's adorable. Actually adorable. Wait, I need to pause.
Monsieur Neuvillette? Sorry, I accidentally fell asleep.
Anybody whose name is Kiara IRL, you better be counting your blessings right now because you are so lucky that he just said your voice or your name in that voice. In that way to like wake you up from your sleeping.
It's quite all right. I'm here to tell you that we have caught the sender of that threatening letter. You're safe now.
Thank you, Monsieur. And thank you too, Traveler and Big Sis Paimon. Everyone's been so nice to me, so I've always felt really safe.
Do you remember Domenico? He was the sender of that letter.
Let me think. I can't remember. My memory isn't that good, so I easily forget things. By the way, I saw Carol in my dreams just now. Where's she gone, by the way?
Oh.
I haven't seen her in a long time.
Oh.
In my dream, she looked really happy. She held my hand and said, "Kiara, our dreams have finally come true." I can't remember what our dreams were anymore, and I don't know why. But I felt really happy too.
I can sense your joy. It is indeed a delightful moment.
Monsieur Neuvillette, are you happy too? Oh, I almost forgot. Am I allowed to go out now? I promised to model for Alov.
Of course. Off you go.
He's like a dad, bro. He's actually like a dad.
Next time, Monsieur,
I love
Traveler
him.
and Big Sis Paimon.
Okay.
See you next time.
I'm gonna cry. Why is he so sweet? He's so cute. He is so dad. He is so dad. I will. I'll read the letters. I will read the letters, Death. I got you. Wait, let's go. Let's read those first before I get distracted. Obtained the reply note. Away for personal reasons, we'll be back in a day. This is Neuvillette's note. Farina's reply. Personal reasons? Oh me, oh my, has our Chief Justice finally come to his senses? If I've told you once, I've told you 1,000 times. You should follow my example and go out more often. You need to get to know your people better. Even if something unfortunate happens, you'll still run into lots of unique characters along the way. What do you think? The human world isn't too bad now, is it? The human world isn't too bad now, is it? Sorry. Cute. That's actually really cute. Okay, that just shows, obviously we kind of already got the feeling of that from the voice line, like her voice line in the cutscene, but she wants him to feel comfortable amongst the humans, which is really, really sweet. It's very sweet. Wait, let's talk to Neuvillette one last time as well.
I really can't fathom what goes on in her head sometimes.
I love their relationship so much. It's so funny. It's so funny. Oh my gosh. Guys, that was a really good story quest. Neuvillette's story quest was so good. It made me emotional though. It made me really, really emotional. That was really good. He's so dad. He's so sweet. He is the moment. He is the moment. Wow. I love him. I already loved him, but I love him even more now. He protects those melazines. For real. Really, really great story quest. Dude, they have been knocking it out of the park with these story quests in Fontaine. I love it so much. They did such a good job. I'm really, really excited for Risley's later this patch as well. So excited. Wow. Oh yeah. GG's YouTube.